using your old phone or your new one as a webcam, audio-visual. How this came about was when I started working on all these engines and things like this, I had to have a way of putting them back together after I took them apart. All right, and one of the ways to do that is to record it. Okay, so I looked around. I said, well, how am I going to do that? I had a nice tripod, and I found a holder for a phone. Okay, so I sent away and I got that, hooked it up to the tripod, and now I've got it mounted looking over my workbench. And I didn't like the fact that I had to go into the phone and use the power cord and run it over to my computer, right? Because, you know, about an hour and a half of recording is close to 3 gigabytes, all right? So you don't want to do that and just use the record feature on your camera on your phone. So I said, I'm going to use the desktop and one of my auxiliary drives as holding the video. So then I started looking around how to do this, and I found out, oh, there's all kinds of, there's about 7 good ones out there, apps that will let you connect to your laptop or desktop if they're Wi-Fi capable, and they all are. With a local through a local router. So I went out and I got 5 of them and started testing them. For me, for the way I used it, the one I got was IV cam. All right. So this is what we really want to do. We want to use your microphone and your camera as input on your phone, send that by Wi-Fi to your router, through the router to your desktop or laptop, and then for other people watching, right, you can hook it up, you can either record off of this or hook it up to a display like this. And that's what we're going to do today. So what I did was, the one I liked was, yes?
You remember at the convention? Mike, he was trying to set up his camera system so that it was projected on the screen.
Yeah.
You know, doing his clinic.
Yes.
That's what we should have done.
Yes.
Going out and finding some camera.
Yes.
Equipment that he rented or worked with. That would have been a lot cheaper.
I had said that to him. Okay. Now, by the way, you drive around town, drive around anywhere, and you'll see these little shops that say phone repair, right? Because you notice on here there's no internet, you can go buy phones from 2009 for $40, and they have Wi-Fi capability, and that's all you need, right? They've got cameras. The cameras were okay back then, and they still are. So, you know, like this one here, this was $1,000. You could buy an awful lot of $40 cameras for $1,000. So the other thing I like about this software is it handles multiple cameras. Almost all of them do. So I chose this IV cam from E2 eSoft, and that's its address up there. It's very good. It's very stable. So why buy a webcam since you already have one, right? Let's also work on a pad, a Microsoft pad or what's the iPad. It'll work on that one. It works on Samsung pad, you know, any of these things, same way. Turns your phone or your pad into this is important, it's all HD, okay? Webcam for a Windows PC, also a Mac, okay? But it doesn't matter. Much better quality than most webcams out there. All right, so we're talking about not 1024, what's the next one up there? The 16 something or other, but it's high def. You can replace your any kind of webcams you have with your phone or an iPad, and it also lets you record. You can hook up an old drive you know, I've got a 60 gigabyte drive. That's an auxiliary drive, right? Not this big, a solid state, okay? That runs off of this guy right here, and that's where all the video is stored. So, you know, you can use it as a baby monitor, a pet cam. You can do whatever you want, and you can click around through the various cameras that you have out there, and pop it up on your screen. Or you could use spiffy software that Ken developed there, and you could show all the multiple ones, show them all the same time on one screen. Okay. There is not enough to do this, so you record your video on a separate thing. It's fully automatic. It just sets itself up so simply, which is why I liked it. And well, let's kind of get to it. Okay. This is where you go to get it. And you can see basically it's exactly the same thing. You can walk around with it. This is all the information for it. Windows, or you can use the Apple Store, so it works on iOS. Get it on Google Play, or you can download the APK file and play with it yourself, right? And you can put it on any machine that you want to if you have the APK file. Okay. So let's get it hooked up. Okay. You have to have the app on your phone, and you have to have the app on your. And I use the APK. I didn't go to Google Play just because. Okay. They don't need to know what I put on my machine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to IV Cam up here, and we're going to turn it on. And it's going to try to start. And I'm going to do the same thing on my phone, which is turn on it's waiting now for IV Cam connection. HI. Now, I know you, look how fast it connected. This is audio and video. So, what I want to show you, what it's good for. Oh! 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 What's that caused by? Delay. Has to go through the router, the phone, then the router. Right here. Where did it go? Oh.
There you go.
We're going to go on tour. Testing. So you can use this to, you can see that you can use it to take on tours. It picks up the audio and the video. The gentleman here sitting there watching trains go round and round. Okay. We've got everybody around that we can. Here's the judge talking on the phone. Okay, very simple. You can see how good it is. I'm coming back in. Did it work?
Yeah.
Did you get audio?
Yeah.
What can you use it for? Okay? Like I told you what I use it for. I record myself. I have it up like this. I record myself as I'm taking those engines apart, so I know how to put them back together again. All right? You can hook up. I kept this short because I thought it was supposed to be real short. If you want to learn more about this stuff, I can expand this for September, October, and show you all the different features. And what we'll do is we'll hook up more than one phone. And anybody who puts the app on their phone, all right? But I think you just go get it and stick it on your phone. When you come here next time, all right, you can hook into the router, the train show router, and you can have your phone on there. And we'll show how to switch back and forth, okay? And you can, everybody can use it. You can mute it if you want to. It's also, if you recall, what I had here was, and this is important, you notice that these are one way in, but notice this one. It's two-way. That means that you can use your base station, as it were, and you can control the camera and the volume from each of the phones. It's two-way communication. This is the master, these are all slaves. All right, so that's really pretty good. You can take single shots from any camera. You can turn the flash on and off for any camera. Okay, you can mute any phone. Right, so you have full control all over everything.
You have multiple screens on, multiple.
No, this will only allow you to pick one at a time out of all of them that are connected. Okay. However, that's what I've been trying to work on, right? I never developed that ability to use it that way, but you did, didn't you?
Well, I use a professional video switcher to do it.
Okay, so they're all available, you know, so you'd have to pick them out of the software somehow to look at them all at the same time. Some of the more remember what I said. I picked this one because it was the most useful of the 5 that I checked on. Poor me, okay? And I didn't need that, so I didn't pick one. A lot of them are, this guy's free, by the way. It's a freebie. The ones that have, like this video switcher built in, they're like $70, right? If that's important to you. You have to buy it. Is there any questions? You saw how easy it was. You saw how easy it connected.
How many phones can you connect?
I've had 5 of them on with no problem. Okay?
You could use this to do like Facebook Live, YouTube Live, do live broadcasting.
I would, but you have to have somebody working the console to switch cameras for you, right? Or you could. You know, you can do the narration. I haven't experimented yet whether the microphone in the base station will work while these things are connected. Right? It may cut it off in the software. You know what I mean? But I will investigate that. So, like I said, October, right? I can do an expanded one if you like, and I'll look at those issues. But this stuff is really pretty neat, right? You, just so long as you're within range of your router, you got it, okay? And this is the train show router that's running right now.
How do you did not show how you set it up so that the phone.
All you have to do is be on the same network. I didn't set anything up. That's the beauty of this.
Right.
You just need the application.
Yeah, you need an app on here and you need an app on here, and that's it. I didn't do anything.
All right.
They just have to be on the same network.
The video you just did, is it there on the laptop?
No, I didn't record it.
You didn't record it. So what do? I mean, you just turn your camera on. I mean, you turn the camera on, but you don't hit the, well, I
Where
don't
do
know
you
what I'm trying to
record?
ask.
You have to record it on the computer, the laptop.
Is it recorded in the same software, or do you have to have a separate software recording the screen?
Okay. This is this guy. And I'm going to turn the volume down if you don't. Settings. Settings. This is the camera settings. Changing this will change the camera. There. Although it sounds, yeah, it's off. That's better. There you go. Okay, no volume. This is you were asking about record. This is what you would have to hit to record it. Okay? This takes a snapshot, puts it in your gallery. This is your record button to record everything. You can see what the settings are. You can set the brightness. Oops. You see it flicker? There it goes. It wants to go back. Anyway, a lot of this stuff I didn't play with. I will play with it more for October. All right, so that if you want to see it all work. This one is really pretty neat. There you go. Now you're all backwards. To make you all beautiful, this is the beautify. Or, come on. There you go. That's upside down and backwards. You kind of get what I mean? There's so many things that you can do with it. Just turn it right side around anyway. There you go. You can turn it. I want you to look at this screen here. See? Now watch. See, look at the phone, right? Why have that? That's so if you're using it for a baby cam or a security camera and stuff like that, nobody can tell that it's on if it's got a blank screen. Get what I mean? It looks like it's off. It's obviously not off. All right. So, pretty good, huh? There's your 15 minutes. All right. Any questions? It's neat though, and you can see how many you can do. Somebody wants to use it to tour with. You can take this train show, okay, or convention. I'm wearing this. okay? Walking around the convention. It's going, one of the things is going up, one of them, as one of the video inputs, it's going on the screen, that big screen. You see what I mean? In one of the things, and the sound is coming out. Interviewing people, you have two hands available, blah, 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 and you're recording it, right? It's got a gazillion uses. Like I said, for the work that I've been doing, the big thing is, wait a second, how did I take that apart? And putting stuff back together again. So anyway, it's fun. And thanks for letting me show it to you.